What's up, y'all? We're out here playing over here with Kiwi, and we're about to get some rain coming over here in the distance. So don't know how much time we have, but let's see if we can get in. But give her a little pool over here. That way she can cool down. And we're over here digging holes, of course. But let me show y'all what's going on really fast before this rain kicks up here. The Maria mango, folks. Oh, my friend, you are lucky right now. Yes, I'm sorry. He's going down. But anyways, what's holding on right now is this one right here. It's going to fall off any minute. All right. And this little guy here, that's hopefully a sure thing. I don't know. And then one more little green guy there. So 2 fruit out of all of that. And that's all right. It's a young tree that I just put in the ground this past year. So once that fruit is off, I will go ahead and give her a haircut. But let's see. Hopefully we can get at least one to maturity. It's a big fruit, so anyways, come on, Kiwi. Moringa's starting to toss off a bunch of pods over here, seed pods. So it's fun. I will be making way more. And this one's a totally different. I think this is more like a dwarf style tree. It's right here at the end of the septic, but it's, I would say, I don't know, 15 feet, but I do have another one that's way bigger. Way bigger. And I will be cutting this one shortly, so keep you guys tuned in. I need to give it a good haircut. But if you want to come by and grab some cuttings or some fresh moringa, then I will keep you notified here. Strawberry trees, well, because of the rain, it was forecast that we were going to get some really nasty weather. I didn't end up going out to the market, so more stuff for the weekend. We got lemongrass, strawberry trees. Variegated Bidens is still hanging in there, which is very cool. I am tossing the seeds out all different places, so hopefully to see if it'll happen again. I don't know, that's a really nice one there. I know it's only a Bidens, but it is cool to be able to see them. We got chilies, which are sweet peppers. Still got a few of these mint and rosemary. Some of these dwarf tamarillos. This is the smallest one. I got some larger ones. Fung Tung, 7-gallon. Do $70 for you. Dang, I didn't bring my pruners today, so we're running and gunning. But a mountain sour sop, Camellia alba. Got some Jabos, different varieties, red hybrids and a Grimmel hybrids as well. 40. I mean, depends on what size you're looking for. Let's say 40 and under. These are the dwarf tamarillos. More herbs and such. Longevity spinach. Elipaeos. Come by and see us. Let's see how much time we got up in here. But bunch of peppers coming on. These Sugar Rush Peach. Uh-oh. 1 minute it's fine. The next minute the wind kicks up and trees start falling down. At Des Moines, we got a Geffner, a PPC, and a Presley. Do have a couple of larger red hybrids over here. Taking some wind, folks. So I will be tucking these in just a few, but little random tomato, little volunteer that just popped up there. Still got mangoes, 3 gallons for 45. From Sweet Tart to buttercream for sure, but we got a Venus over here. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that one. That one had a little bit of a baby bloom on there, but it seemed like it just dried up. Don't know too much about it, but I was out and got a few fruit cocktails. We got another Venus here, Madame Blanc, Pineapple Pleasure. All of them looking great. Juicy Peach. Do have this Cotton Candy just put on a nice little flush over here. Very sweet mango if you haven't had that one. This one just put on another one as well. This Giselle. Look at that. I tipped it and now you got 3 different shoots. The most important cut that you will ever make, folks, is that first cut. You can go ahead and get that first cut in, you will have yourself a nice looking tree down the road. You sit there and you wait until it becomes lanky, you know, and you that or they sell you one that's 5 feet tall and you don't go down and you don't sit there and cut it, then you know you will have that fruit sitting there dangling around in the high winds, which is not what you want. You want it to be branching out at a low point there. I went ahead and cut there, and now you got new growth coming out of there. But it's kind of what I like to do is to shape them. Some of these are mine, others, I think this one already came that way. But look at that one right there. This one I topped a little bit late, but still, now you're getting 4 shoots out of there. I think it's another Giselle. Yep, another Giselle. Holding some massive fruit. Look at that. Delicious. It looks like it's ready. Now, yeah, we got fake fruit. It's fine, folks. We got real stuff as well, but for the market, it helps. But anyways, we do got some avocados, anti-lilies, all went down to the leaves. They're looking like they need to be, well, they look pretty good for the most part, but because they got ripped out of the ground, they had to get reset. So some are a little bit floppier than others, but still great little salad. You know, seaside salad. You can go ahead and make wraps out of it. They're gorgeous. Look at that variegation on there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got some figs. Still got 2 Celestes in 5 gallons. And I was just at the big box store and check it, man. You can't get into a fig. Kiwi, come on. Stop barking over there, messing with the neighbors. You can't get into a fig for like nothing less than like 22 bucks. These are all Olympian. Yeah, I still got a few in 1 gallon for 15, but I am up potting them into 3 gallons. So come on, come on. Over here barking, making a mess. What are you doing? Come on. I got to clean up, get a fire going, and make some more charcoal. But anyways, potash. But still got some Barbados cherries, 3 gallons, 25 bucks. Some of them could be even flowering, but anyways, ours are kicking off some more. They're getting pretty tall here. 25 bucks for 3 gallons. Oh, and avocados as well. Sorry. Oh, real quick, now that we're here, look at the difference here. Look at the size of this volunteer pepper. I used to have peppers here, and this one's a sweet ají, or the ones for, we call it Puerto Rican peppers, the one for the sofritos, right? Those are the flowers. Let me show you this thing. So this is like normal size, right? Maybe, no, but they get a little bit bigger than that. I'd say something like that is like normal size. Look at this, because it's on the juice, on the drip there. That thing is huge. Wait, this one plant right there, I did not plant that. It's just from all of the awesome, you know, fertilizer drippings. Look at the size of that. And I'm going to show you my plant in comparison. All right. And my other ones that I went ahead and planted. I mean, this thing is jack full of peppers down here. Okay. Uh-oh, thunder in the distance. All right. That's planted with that ooh-wee fertilizer, right? You have some Asian pears and one more fuyu hanging on to 3 little fruits over here. Tiny little tree, but it's the worst part to go ahead and move them. Is it 3 or 4? 4 fruit. Look at that. Another one right there. Anyways, gotta go. Starting. I hear the thunder in the distance. How much time do you have? I don't know. Let's figure it out. This is the problem with these high winds, man. They start knocking down all of the mangoes. I haven't been back over here today to check in, but we will work over. Look at these. These are the Venus. I had to go ahead and split them up and put on 2 different bags just because they are huge, folks. They're wanting to burst out of those bags. But we're going to go ahead and make it happen. And out she goes once she's done. But let me show you really quick the difference between that pepper and this one here. This is the one that's been out here for a while. I barely feed it. I don't do anything to it. Gets water, you know, but that's about it. Look at the difference. Way smaller. That's still a good size there, but way smaller. The whole plant, yes. And also I will say that those are in the shade, right? Okay, that plant is in the shade, and this pepper, peppers for the most part, they dig the shade, but yeah, way smaller compared to that one that's on the juice. That's on the natch, and I got some other ones over there. Yes, Kiwi comes in here and digs them all up. She had a huge hole over here, but I just went ahead, put down some mulch. Um, yeah, that's a big difference, folks, between organic and on everything. Check it real quick. Update on the Maria mangoes. All 7 of them made it out just fine. They're all shooting out new growth, so hallelujah. We got life, folks. Yes, the clefts and the veneers, some are a little bit ahead of others, but I've already cut back the rootstock on there. But they're hanging out, doing great. 7 out of 7. It looks like I passed the test. We continue. Some of those will be most of those will be hanging out. Maybe we can do a lottery system. I don't know. Or at least one early, but I highly doubt that, folks. I'm doing some more research, and I need to find out how early they can go ahead and pop. I mean, 3 years, obviously, but I've had my tree in the ground for 4, so it's something that I've been thinking about. That, yeah, maybe I can go ahead and drop one of those a little bit earlier this time and see, because the first one, here's little P22s, did have 3. One fell off, and it was smaller, so I was able to sit there and cut it, and forgot that it's Indo-Chinese flavored, so quite stoked to be able to try those other ones. I've had it in the past before, and I did some, wow, look at this, wind is kicking over here. These Rollinias probably need to be stood up a little bit. This wind has been knocking stuff over, so I put some native soil down inside of these pots, and making sure not to go ahead and bury everything. And yes, it still has the mulch in there. I literally just put it over the top because I know that this sand eventually is going to get past. Well, I don't even feel the mulch in there, but this one probably didn't have much. I just put some sand over the top. That way we can weigh down the pots, because I'm tired of them getting knocked over. This one was really bad. And I'm just making sure that I'm not burying the trunk with the sand. I don't mind the mulch getting up high, but the last thing I want to do is bury that trunk. That's different. And the mulch, whenever I do mulch it, it's not, I'm not stacking it up on the trunk. It's just right up on that edge. But just making sure that I added some sand, just because, well, I've added it to the top instead of taking everything out. See, like this has the mulch in there, because I know that in time with the water, I come out here with the hose, if you will, and put some pressure down, so this will all settle in. But now, Jesus, are way sturdier. And this one's been shredding up. Hey, don't eat that. Maybe it's her that's sitting there snacking on her leaves. Huh. She may have just cracked that, because this little Mexican, or this Mexicola Grande, has been struggling out here. I grafted this one a while ago. It's been in the ground. It made it through winter. I mean, it's still nice and green. But compared to the other one, and I grafted them together, compared to this one, it's a big difference. But if she's over here snacking on the leaves, she is tearing stuff up, man. I'm sorry. Literally, I woke up this morning, she's sitting there chewing on my safety glasses. I'm like, yay. Hang on, folks. Wash really quick here. But Kathy, K3, with 4, well, 3.5. And I got one little runt over here. One little baby runt. 3.5. Got some June plums. Uh-oh, folks, the wind's kicking up. The clouds are rocking. Now we're down to 2 Marcus pumpkin. It's in a 7-gallon, so I'm guessing that one may fall down, and that, or we'll have 2 and they'll be way smaller. But the worts fell off as well. Hang on, folks. We got some gnarly wind over here. Give me 1 sec. Oh, oh, oh. trying to set it up to where it doesn't fall over. Sorry, I'm rinsing my hands real fast because don't want to get everything all sandy and dirty. I was in there digging around, but stay clean out here, folks. Just because I'm out here digging in the soil and having fun, wash my hands very frequently. Top plum still got a few. Had a bunch of this fruit on and then shot a bunch of leaves. So hopefully we'll see how many will hang in there to the end. It's got a nice little cluster there. And here it's going to stay in a pot. Basically, I didn't even move it this past winter. But see, I don't mulch it way high, y'all. I just wash, and of course I'm over here trying to prove another point. No. The goss is over here flowering still beautiful blooms. Look at that. But can it hold? Will she hold? Something. Come on, somebody. Now this one is just, here's another hog plum. This one's just waking up, with that other one was already off into the races, but just now putting on a few little blooms. It's the little wins, folks. And then all these are now starting to get some haircuts if necessary. Fertilization or nothing. Or just water, right? Look at this coconut cream. I gotta trim this one over here. It's getting way lanky on this side, but it's patented, so I don't even want to graft it. It's one of those, you gotta just cut it and let it go. I mean, I guess if you don't sell, but even then, I'd rather let that one go. Angie putting on a whole nother top over here. And then Bailey's Marvel, which I was just thinking she's got to get put into something larger. She's in a 7 right now, but it's a big mango. No way. Very excited. The little beans are off and running. Uh-oh, wind's coming. Sorry. Wind's coming, folks. We got some passion fruits I'm very excited about that are looking great. Look how clean these are. They don't have that scab on them like the last bunch does. And I'm thinking there's a reason why, is because that last vine is old. Simmons is old. Yeah, it's an older vine, so it's had its time. The ants got to it. This one giving me better results, but she's climbing. She wants to grab a hold of something, so I got to make sure that she doesn't get out of control back here. And finally, the little jujube putting on some new growth out of just this one limb, one little limb. But come on, baby, hang in there. See if we can't do a quick little loop. Oh, the VP, folks, she's gone. That last little fruit fell off in the wind. I found it down below. Womp, womp, womp. Always next year, folks. The Maria graft already showing that she is ready. I mean, she is very vigorous. It's going to be a big tree. And I think that I can hold that graft just because of this foliage from up top. Might be able to hold that and won't have to do much for winter. So let's see. Off into the races. And I think I have something else down below as well. Sweet tart seedling. It's kicking right here. This is all sweet tart. But yeah. I think it's a seedling. I don't know if it's a poly seed or if it's a whole nother one. I should have probably wrote that on there. Tamarillos. Set very quickly. Uh-oh. These are pretty exciting right here. Bunch of little terps. Little clusters that I'm probably going to leave for next year as well. We do need this coverage. And if this little tree's going to throw us a few rootstocks, then why not? And I've never had one. So supposedly very stringy, you know, but sweet, right? So we'll find out. This other one will be cut eventually, but this one already went ahead and did that. Dang, there was graft that failed. See that? I assume can't, maybe, I don't know. I'll take full responsibility about that. And then this one, I'm gonna leave for now. There's another turpentine here, but I'm gonna leave for now and more than likely graft something down below there. But it's out in the open, so that's my only problem. What are you doing? Hey, chewing on something. See the name tag starting to get ripped down? Hey, he's over here chasing lizards. What are you doing? Come on. Messing with lemon zest, so he's here. Putting on a new flush. He's been waiting. And this is seedling. Forget the order. Coconut cream. These are all seedlings. So monoembryotic, so totally different, right? This is Ugly Betty, Juicy Peach. Yeah, Juicy Peach, Lemon Zest, and then the, which is gorgeous color right there, coconut cream. But it doesn't have that funky growth like the regular coconut cream does. So find out what it is. Dun, dun. Let's see. Oh, Mexican sunflowers are going crazy right now. Smell-o-vision. Little miwa is a must, folks. If you're not growing this little kumquat, I'm telling you, this will be one that when you all try this, you're going to go, yep, he was right. And I'm not the first one to push this stuff. A lot of people have been telling you about it, but I'm telling you, this little tree is definitely a winner. If it does, only last me a couple of years, and so be it. I'll take whatever time I get with her, but I'm worried about these branches. That's what I'm worried about. These branches landing and taking her out. But you know what? She'll be replaced. Meanwhile, we'll always have a place here. All the Barbados came and went. Besides, well, I say came and went. There's still a ton of more blooms in there. But what I mean is like they all came, they made a bunch of fruit, dropped off like it's in a wave. And then boom, now we're getting in more blooms all over. So that's kind of cool. Why not? Why not? Most people that ate this like the flavor. I would say most. But a ton of little blooms. Getting more, getting more. Yeah, let's go. Oh, let's see. Because I'm pruning this Thai dwarf, making more, it's giving us just a hair more. So, oh, almost ready. Well, why not? A little bit drier. Drier, folks. Got a bunch of gandules or guandules if you're Dominican. I didn't know that that was a thing. All right. I thought everyone called these gandules, but I guess it depends on where you're born. It could be guandules for you. So, anyways, we just toss them, grow more. Went ahead and cut back this turpentine. Remember the nest that was here. Well, now get a bunch of new shoots. So look at all of these possibilities. Yay! I'm gonna graft those onto something else, or graft other varieties onto both of these. She's down here just wanting to chew on the foliage. She's shredding my bananas, man. My Truly Tiny got beat up, and my Puerto Rican plantain as well. Two of them. She likes to shred them. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and make that something. Got more gandules, folks. They're all dried up. And you can have a pigeon pea parade if that's what you're into. Throw them around. Create more. Oh, we'll toss them over here for Kathy. Kathy seedling. Showing a little bit of burn on there. It's very interesting. There's no water on here, but it has been raining. But it's just new growth. I'm not going to freak out, but it is interesting how you see that. We show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, folks. We're not going to sit here and hide. If something's cool and it's great, we'll show you. If it's a bust, so be it. I did a bunch of sugar canes. That's a bust over there. Buried them too deep. See you later. Too wet. Bye-bye. That. Beautiful color. But anyways, folks, we're going to be here all weekend. It's today, Wednesday. Yeah. Look at these. Everything's looking nice and green. Once it rains out here, You get that electrically charged water, everything just shines. Between that and the sea kelp, it's a great time to grow, folks. Look at this pepper, man. Look at this in a second. Hey, what are you doing? People gotta walk there. Hey, this is my job as maintenance over here. She puts her scent on a frog or a lizard. What are you doing? What is it? What type of animal? Putting her scent on something. Yeah, that's my job, is watching this one. But anyways, I got mulch to spread. We got plants to grow. Come by and see us. We'll be here all weekend, 10 to 6, Thursday through Saturday, and then Sunday, 12 to 5. All right, folks. Drop a tree in the ground. This is that season, folks. All right, drop some seeds in there. Uh-oh. I got some Seminole pumpkins that I have to go ahead and drop here very shortly. Oh, my. Look at this. Just blew past me. Just, my gosh. I can't. All right, folks. Listen, look at this. She is a race car out here. Listen, breaking everything, folks. Pray for me, folks. I got to get going. Storm's rolling in, and this one's eating and knocking stuff over, man. Gosh. All right, folks. Got to go. Love you. Let's grow together.